Hey friends, this is Wishko the Ferret. Thanks for hopping into the Ferret Den where we're keeping things warm and we're keeping things cozy. Today we have a reading for you from March 20th to the 26th. This introduction that I'm recording now is going to be the same for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, but all of your readings are different. This is me coming back from the future after the editing process and going, oh my gosh, I'm a herp derp and I made a mistake. So I had said that there was a full moon in Aries coming up, but it's actually a new moon, so that's like a huge distinction. So let me just re-record the intro for all of them, and that way if you want to skip ahead to your sign, you can. But essentially, a few things. Firstly, Patreon launching late March, early April. So if you like my vibe, if you think I'm cool, go ahead, like and subscribe. That way you don't miss content from me, and you can keep up to date with when I'm coming out with that. Okay, and secondly, this new moon in Aries. New moon is great for manifestation, and Aries is the start of the zodiac. It's coming out March 21st. It's going to be out there nice and bright. But I guess a new moon, it doesn't shine bright, but the energy is going to feel bright because it coincides with the spring equinox. So that's just like double the fresh energy. So if you're into manifestation and if you're really into like things like the law of attraction and you're into astrological forecasts and such and really trying to capitalize on those energies, go check out your favorite astrologer so you can figure out how you can best make use of those energies and whatever it is that you want to manifest this season, because it is just super powerful right now and I'm so excited, y'all. I'm on it. But anyway, and thirdly, I think at the time I recorded this, like right now I'm coming back from a cold, but I think I was real deep in it when I was doing the 3 readings. So yeah, you'll have to excuse any obnoxiously blowing into tissues if I do that, or like taking long periods of drinking water, my nose being all stuffed up. That's just, I work in an elementary school. I love these children, but they are walking petri dishes and scrubbing up all the germs basically. So yeah. With that being said, air signs, let's get on into your reading. As always, Libra, drop into your heart space. Let the dust spiritually, physically, and emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you and which messages are for others. So my reading should never make you feel icky, so use your best discernment. My goal here is to lift and empower you. If my reading doesn't do that, if I'm not telling you something your intuition already knows, then bounce out. The message isn't for you. That's all I gotta say, okay? I love you and I would never want to make you feel icky. That's not the intention here. So, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising for March 20th to the 26th. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for shrouding us in a protection of love. Thank you, Angel Team. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for connecting me with the highest source, truth, and light for our Libra collective for this time period and for energies associated with Libra, or for whoever comes in seeking a message. Let's just hope that they hear what they need to hear today. I feel like you're really feeling crappy about yourself, Libra, because you are good enough with the full moon in Virgo. You also have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. You have 2 full moons here, and coinciding with the full moon in Aries, I just feel like there's this really high emotion. It's a very high emotion time for you, and I feel like you're holding a lot of negativity about yourself. Scorpio is a very intense, passionate sign, but when in its shadow aspect, it can take a toll on our mental health, I feel, especially when we get stuck in obsessive thought patterns and we get caught in that icky type of energy. I really feel called to pull something from a book that I didn't even read yet, and I can't accurately pull from it because I didn't read it yet. So it is like a mental health workbook. So I do feel like if you have the resources available, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a licensed medical professional, but I do feel that no buts there. If you have those resources available to you and you're feeling this way, if you're feeling this icky energy and if you're feeling like you could benefit, then I can't recommend it enough. As a psychology degree, guys, and as somebody who also struggles with her mental health, I really am always an advocate for
seeking therapy or seeking some type of guidance, if you need medication or if that's something that you're able to do. I mean, there's just so many resources out there, even online. If it's not accessible for you, if those resources aren't accessible for you, then there are self-help things on the internet. So like working with yourself, like you really really taking the time to work with yourself. Your mental health is important, babe. Don't ditch that. Don't prioritize everything else in your life and completely ditch your mental health. You have animal spirits speaking to you through my spirit animal deck here. You have giraffe spirit. See the big picture. So a lot of you are maybe discouraged by the situation that you're finding yourself in now. I'm not sure if it's a particular situation or if it's a particular state of just like a feeling of ickiness around right now, or a feeling of downness or some type of depression. But there's something here that there might be something that you're too heavily focusing on right now that's not actually in the bigger picture. Like maybe this current phase serves you in some way. Maybe it's something that you're meant to learn past or grow from, or learn from or grow from, or kind of move past that. Something about moving through the energy, maybe you're meant to transmute it. I mean, we'll look at that in the current energies whenever I pull them, but I really do feel like that whatever its purpose is, Spirit is saying zoom out. Anytime you get the giraffe spirit, it's always Spirit. It literally is just like zoom out. That's like the best phrase that I can use with this card. So really taking the time to look at, like, what's the grand scheme of things in terms of like your whole life. Is this going to matter 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And sometimes focusing on the bigger picture helps take your energy out of whatever is bogging you down in the moment, right? Excuse me. And you also have wombat spirit. Be at home. This feels like a caretaker type of energy. Like you really need to be the caretaker of yourself here, or go into the solace of your home, or go into a place of like whatever solace that like a home energy provides. So it doesn't have to be your home if you don't feel safe at home, but going into a place that feels like home and really taking solace in that energy. There's something here about either someone's taking care of you or you are being your own caretaker here, but really tending to yourself right now is going to be important for this week. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of like tending to your soul, tending to your body, but just recognizing that you have what it takes and that you're good enough. I want to give current energies. Immediately you got 5 of Pentacles, first card out. I'm going to pull some other energies, but it really feels like the most common interpretation of this card is that you're left out of the cold, that you can go into the church if you want, but you're just not, like, I don't know if you just don't know where the door is. I mean, I feel like some of you are just, you feel left out for whatever reason, but you don't know where the door is. I don't know why. I've never interpreted that card before in a way where like the blind woman and the crippled man just couldn't find the door. I don't know why I'm interpreting it that way. So maybe some of you are. I'm hearing that some of you are missing an opportunity to see yourselves in a better light. You're missing an opportunity. There's something here that you're looking past. Like, I feel like this door for you is in plain sight. You're just not seeing it right now. And Spirit is saying focus your energy on it. So the 8 of Wands, for whatever reason, like, it does come through as, I don't know, just this energy is coming through as very scattered to me. I feel like there's, especially when paired with the 5 of Pentacles, I really feel like it's a little bit, like it's almost like you're not focusing enough. Usually the 8 of Wands, I see it as a card of focusing, of rushing, of I'm hearing like maybe blindly moving forward with something. So some of you might actually be blindly moving through something or blindly moving forward and not actually focusing. But it's something about like it's like you're not turning your focus or your attention to what matters. It's almost like if you're blindly moving forward quickly with something, then it's not a good energy. Like, and I mean, again, this message might be like, you really got to use your discernment, because like what Spirit is kind of showing me is, it's almost like you're blindly moving forward, but it's like, maybe that's with a situation in your life, but it's out of fear, or it's out of feeling left out in the cold. It's because it's paired with that 5 of Pentacles that's making me be like, wait a second, like there's something weird about this energy. For some of you, it's a decision that you have to make. There's a 2 of Swords here. So it could be indecision. It could be just balancing between options, balancing between choices. This feels like needing to use your intuition, but having everything kind of be up in the air and be very unclear because you're unable to see something. So interestingly enough, as I said about not being able to see the doorway or not being able to see an opportunity of some sort, like she is blindfolded. She's not able to see. So she has to use her own intuition and her own discernment to figure out what, like, which door to walk through or which choice to make. And turning your attention more to the light before you make that decision. Spirit just said it's hard. I kind of want to advise you to turn your attention to the light before you go to the door. Like, I think it could help the door really shine through if you focus on the light. Whatever that means for you, however you mean to apply it. But Spirit says that it's hard, and they're recognizing that it's hard for you, is what they're telling me. So let's see what comes up in your challenges. I mean, this sounds like a pretty challenging week already, but let's just see what comes out. Oh, interestingly enough, I think Gemini also got something similar because they also received this card, the Seven of Cups. Some challenges right now might be just having too many choices or having too many... Wait, something else is coming through with this that I was not expecting. Okay, so they're saying something that's not going to make sense if I say it out loud, so it's coming more as like a feeling, and it's coming in broken English, but I know I know the feeling that it's coming with. So it really feels like these are kind of stray energies that you're working with. The Seven of Cups sometimes talks about choices, but I feel like this is more of a mental headspace or like an emotional space where there are many different types of energies present, and they feel almost like they're showing me an image of like trails of like, it's almost like spider webs that have already been dealt with. They've already been kind of cleaned out and ripped, but there's just little stray webs, just kind of like flyaways. And it's almost like you're catching these flyaways when they really just need to be completely swiped away. And it's almost like you're focusing on, it's like, I think you're focusing on clearing these energies out. But it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like there's residual energy. Maybe that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that there are residual energies and you're recognizing these residual energies, but a lot of your focus is on them and you're wanting to clear them out. But I think that's what's challenging for you, is clearing out residual energies with the Seven of Cups. That's so interesting. That's an interesting interpretation. The Three of Pentacles here in a challenging position says that you're actually struggling to ask for help. You're struggling to ask, there could be people in your life that are willing to support you. So, Spirit said something about a stray cat. I don't know. That could be confirmation for some of you that you could be engaging with a stray cat. But some of you, or Spirit, are saying, for some of you, I feel like it's more like a symbol. So like a symbol for how you're feeling. You feel like a stray cat. And it's almost like a lot of times feral cats, I have a lot of stray cats in my neighborhood, and a lot of feral cats don't like to be approached by people. They're very skittish, and they kind of skirt, but I mean, like, if you leave food out for them, they'll be very untrusting at first, but they will eventually come up and eat when nobody is around, when in the dead of night, when things are quiet. Usually it's very rare for me to find, I've seen them, but it's very rare of me to find like a very friendly and sociable stray cat. So definitely feels like very stray cat energy. Feels like you're not asking for help, but you're able. Like, there are plenty of people who are able and willing to help stray cats, but the cats are too afraid because they're not seeing that opportunity, or they're acting too much out of fear. And really being at home with yourself and considering the possibility of reaching out for help, reaching out for like a shoulder to lean on, to cry on, so long as you're in your home space. I feel like being in your home space is very important, or feeling cradled and held. Maybe other people can help you feel that way. Okay. And in terms of what's going to make your life easier, I was about to say, I'm like let's get a lot of cards for this, guys. Hang on. Water. Oh my gosh, I need a full glass. I'm so thirsty. Okay. Sorry, what's going to make your life easier is you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you see how she's like lounging and strolling through her garden. She really doesn't have a care in the world. She's experiencing joy. She's experiencing fresh air. So if you're in a space or a climate where you're able to go out and get fresh air or indulge in nature, that's recommended. It's also just enjoying the fruits of your labor, strolling through your own garden. Really, I mean, she really is just the epitome of being home. Like being home, relaxing. She's going at her own leisure. So it's going to make your life easier if you kind of slow down and like keep pace a little bit, like keep a slow pace. You also have temperance here, so that does indicate like having a little bit more of a balance. I'm sensing a little bit of, anytime temperance card comes up, I do sense a little bit of balance issues with temperance usually. For temperance, it's just balancing your needs with other people's right now, balancing your needs with your obligations and your priorities around you, and really taking the time to tend to yourself, because again, this Virgo energy feels like the main thing. The main thing feels like the you are good enough in like the full moon in Virgo. And I really feel like it is very hard for you. For some of you, this is just feelings of self-worth if you've been struggling with. For others, it feels like a situation that has like made you feel this way. And if that's the case, Libra, I'm really sorry. It's not, it's, I don't know how to phrase it. It's just it's hard. And I don't know. I was trying to say something else, but it just, I mean, it left me, but it's more of like maybe I just don't have the words because I've felt like this before, so I really understand, and I'm very sad that this energy is coming through for you, but I do feel like, I mean, Spirit just said help is on the way. Help is available, but I feel like for you help is on the way in terms of Spirit lifting you up, like you'll be seeing signs is what they're telling me. Really in numbers, and I'm getting something about material. I don't know if it's like material wealth or if it's some type of, I don't know if it's in like the clothes or I don't know, whatever signs vibe with you. Like they're giving me like really strange coins. Like it doesn't look like pennies. It doesn't, I mean, maybe it is pennies for you, but they don't quite look like any of the Pentacles suits, but there's something shiny and strange about it. So I don't know, for some of you that could be like a unique connection to a loved one on the other side, and then for some of you seeing a particular coin or metal piece, it doesn't have to be a coin, some particular metal piece randomly, I don't know, maybe bottle caps or something, but Spirit's coming through with like this weird metal image that could be a sign for you, but it does feel metal. It looks kind of coin-y, but I don't know. They're just showing me like red and green, maybe a little bit of gray, some yellow, and I think it could be in regards to like different items for some of you. Like take what resonates and how it applies, but for some of you it's like bottle caps or something. Also, the way forward is really settling into your intuition. So Spirit's coming through. Sometimes they do say this a lot, actually, when they come through and they say you have a God-given gift. You have a God-given gift of your intuition. It's hard to see. You're kind of in murky waters right now, but it's almost like you have the ability to clear these waters. It just depends on where you're putting your attention and your focus. So taking the space to breathe, taking the time to breathe and be in your space is going to help connect you with your intuition a little bit more. So again, I really feel like the way forward for you is being at home with the wombat spirit, really taking careful consideration of the things that are going to fill you up right here in this current moment. Libra, like what's going to make you feel good in this moment. And I feel like you're going to come around pretty quickly. I feel like being gentle with yourself this week is the way to go. It's not all somber. This will pass. Libra, this is going to pass. Because I really do feel like you do have an incredible talent and that you are stepping into your shining era. If you feel like it's not quite your shining era yet, I feel like that is coming up for you soon. But there is a sense of needing to make sure that you're taking care of your energy, especially with Virgo present. I really feel like there's just a give and take issue with your energy, and you just need to make sure that you're keeping a lot of it for yourself, that you're taking care of yourself, because a lot of times when you overextenuate, is that what I'm saying? When you overextend yourself, it often leaves us physically ill as well because of all of the stress and all of the, with the raising blood pressure and all this other stuff. Like when you are so divided, and I just heard like maybe you're too divided in your routine, or there's something here about your routines that maybe you just need to back off of a routine for a while because it's leaving you too scattered, or if it's leaving you putting your energy into too many different cups and you just need to fill up your own right now. Okay. Any lasting messages, Libra? I'm going to roll the angel dice for you to see if we got anything else for you before I send you on your way. Angels, what do we got for our Libra energies right now? 446. Pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. Your angels are encouraging you to retreat in order to be revived. Balance is essential for your growth. Yo, I said what I said, and I meant it. Again, with the Temperance card. I'm going to say it one more time because I always repeat these messages. Your angels are encouraging you to retreat in order to be revived. Balance is essential for your growth. With that, Libra, I really hope that you take it easy this week if you're feeling this rough energy. I know I definitely need to I need to do a vibe check, and I need to come back and recalibrate my energy before I give to other people. So definitely make sure you're taking care of yourself this week. I wish nothing but the best for you. I'm sure that you are the master of your own energy. So it might not even take you a week to get through it. I feel like you're going to bounce back pretty quick. You got it in the bag, Libra. I believe in you. I love you. And thank you to your guides. Thank you to whoever you called in on the other side. Thank you to my angels and spirit team and the people that I called in on my side for helping me channel. I really do appreciate you for allowing me to connect with your energy, and I appreciate them for helping me channel. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Wish you nothing but the best.